The sun is setting fast on the iconic Moondance Diner. The historic eatery relocated 15 years ago from the city's concrete canyons to Wyoming's snow-capturing buttes, closed its doors in 2012, and its owners is now looking for a buyer. If nobody steps up, the one-time 6th Avenue attraction could spend its golden years all alone and a long way from home.
Our big story in a small town where the topic is a famous diner that's now on the move. The Moondance Diner is making a 2,000-mile trip from the Big Apple to LaBarge, Wyoming. That's a town of only about 600 people, and it's going to be the town's new and only restaurant.
Across the next 8 decades, the Moondance became a Soho fixture. The diner made cameos in the Spider-Man movie, along with the television hits Sex and the City and Friends. The diner dates back to the 1930s when Babe Ruth played right field for the Yankees.
Well, I guess a little bit of research and luck. It was kind of the combination of the two. We'd been interested in maybe starting a restaurant or a deli or something like that here in LaBarge, and just happened to get on the internet and find the American Diner Museum website, and that one jumped out at us. The Moondance sign and the stainless steel siding kind of just drew us in. So we looked a little further and got a hold of the director of the museum there, made arrangements to fly over to New York and finalize the purchase, and I guess the rest is history.
Cheryl, how much did the diner cost?
We paid, if you can believe this, $7,500.
The restaurant opened in 1933 as the Holland Tunnel Diner. Like most diners of its vintage age, it was built elsewhere and then transported to its site. Measuring about 36 by 16 feet, it could seat about 34 people with only 6 tables and 10 counter stools.
We had the opportunity to speak to a customer that ate at both locations in New York and Wyoming.
We were back there for the Madison Square Garden Rodeo. When I was young and rodeoing and bumming around the country playing cowboy. We went down in Times Square and, all the other, heading down, the Lincoln Tunnel? Right there by the entrance, there was this diner, hey, this is kind of cool. So we went in, we had us some lunch, and 25, 30 years later, I see that they're, moving this thing cross country. We were out on a scoot for the day. Yeah, we stumbled into LaBarge, and it was just time warp. Walking right back, and walking in there, it's like, shit, I've been here before. But it was 2,500 miles that away.
But Pierre thinks the Moondance has made its last dance in Wyoming. And she's hopeful there's another buyer eager to keep this place alive in another location. For now, the doors are closed. Dust collecting on the counters. And the open sign is fully unplugged. But hopefully one day we'll have one more Moondance.